It's good stuff from the beginning. Okay, you got them coming in a little bit. What's that? Man, and then it's not just Bitcoin. Everything is Ether's 456.
Mm-hmm.
It was just 380 like the other day.
All I need is the Uniswap to run up to $50 real quick.
Oh, you still holding on to some unis, huh?
What?
I gotta get on the unis myself.
And they delivered that gift. I'm like, I'm riding this till the wheels fall off. You understand? I have no risk in this coin at all. It can go to zero for all I care. But if I'm hitting the sell button.
Man, Uni got me out here testing out every exchange they come out with at least one time. I'm missing that opportunity again. Just about every DeFi project they come out selling some tokens, I'm at least tested at least one time. God, $1,000 just for playing the game.
More that's gonna try that.
That's what I say. I'm trying to jump on all of them. Somebody else gonna do it again. It's worth it to make at least one transaction.
Yep.
All right. Ms. Daz, you got anything you want to say to introduce? We're gonna go ahead and get going. What y'all want to do?
Yeah, we can go ahead and get going. Blessings and good fortune, everybody. We're going to get started tonight, and our conversation is going to be about fintech and cryptocurrency. And our guest instructor today is going to be Mr. D. Duncan, and he is just phenomenal in this crypto space. He has done a lot of due diligence as far as traveling the world, and as far as traveling the world and getting to meet people all around the world in the crypto space and really blazing the trails. He's actually on the board with the Puni device, so he's actually got an insider eyesight and got an insider insight into the Puni device, and so he's going to be sharing as far as what that can do for all of us today.
Thank you, Ms. Dazzy. I appreciate you bringing me on. Thank you, Michael and Dennis, for the invitation as well. How is everyone doing? I like to have more of an interactive in conversation with everybody that's listening and tapping in. So could you let me know where you're from and how you doing? How's everything going? Real quick before I get started. So you can unmute yourself. Everybody muted.
I'll go first. I'm doing great. I'm in South Carolina. Florence in the building, 843. Let's get it.
About the 843 in the house.
Yes, sir.
Love it. Anyone else?
Well, how y'all doing? I'm Crypto Hutch. I'm in Denver, Colorado, by way of Houston, Texas.
Come on. Come on now. That's the barbecue.
This time I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, 216.
Nice to meet you.
Marvin from Katy, Texas, 346.
All right, all right. Where's Katy next to?
It's a suburb of Houston.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, I'm right on the other side in Kingwood. I'm 713, but I don't even know what the area code is out here.
That's cool. That's cool.
Dana Hill, Upper Marlboro, Maryland, 301.
Okay.
DMV in the building.
DMV in the house.
Hi, this is Lasagna. I'm calling from outside of Atlanta.
Hey, Lasagna.
Okay, 770-404-678. Which one?
Well, I have a New York number, so I'm
I found 646.
Welcome.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you for coming. So I just wanted to kind of get a sense of geographic location, but we'll go ahead and
Yeah.
anybody else before I start? I don't want to miss nobody.
G Shots, where you at, G?
What's going on, man? I'm doing some shopping. Man, my notification just went off. Trying to do it all, man. I'm out here though.
Where you at? Where you living at?
I'm in Baltimore.
Oh, Beemore. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I wish y'all was my neighbor so I can just pull up on y'all for real.
For real.
I'm more remedial when it comes to this stuff. But I'm learning.
Oh. Did I miss anybody else before I get started?
At the B.
All right, this gonna be recorded because I can't take notes right now.
Yep, we're recording.
Okay, thank you.
Just me, Colorado, out here, 5280.
Hey, the land of the big old mountains and a lot of snow. Love it. Anybody else? Did we get everybody?
Can I get a half a gallon of Henny?
Yeah, that's everybody.
All right. So again, my name is D. Duncan, and I run a company called BTC King, and we are a fintech company based here in the United States. And we have just a little bit about my background. I came out of the financial world 2014, end of 2014, 2015 is when I found out about Bitcoin. I have a banking background. I have a loan background in auditing loans and managing loan documents and all of those types of things. So I have a real thorough understanding of how the banking system works. And one day I started playing some music that's not from here, from West Africa. And it's a very percussive style of music. And I picked it up when I was living down in Southern California, started taking classes, and got pretty decent at it, to the point where, I got a phone call one day from a buddy of mine that lives in Boston, but he's from Mali, which is in West Africa. And he invited me to come right after Christmas in 2015? Yeah. And so I booked the trip from LAX to Bamako and flew over there. And while I was there, I met a guy from Boston as well. His name, good buddy of mine, Zach. And we saw each other in Mali. And the first thing I asked him was what's new in his life, because I hadn't seen him in a while. And the next thing I know, the first words come out of his mouth was Bitcoin. So imagine being in a foreign country, studying music, just having a good time for about 2 weeks. And you're playing music, learning music, and also talking about finance, which is Bitcoin. So by the time it was time to leave there and come back to the States, I told him, I said, hey, look, man, I've heard enough. I grilled him. I asked him a lot of questions. And I told him, I said, when I get back to the States, give me about a week, 2 weeks, and I'll be ready to buy my first Bitcoin from you. Can you help me set up a wallet? Because I didn't know where to go at the time to buy Bitcoin, but I trusted him because he's a friend of mine. So I got back to the States and got everything settled again. Called him up, said, hey, I'm ready. He set me up with my first Bitcoin wallet and sent me $500 worth of Bitcoin. And I let it sit in my wallet. I just would check it from time to time. And by 6 months in, 6 to 9 months in, I started noticing that $500 started growing. I was like, oh, I'm in all the way. So from that time until now, I've really taken to learning and understanding more and more about finance. learning and understanding more and more about cryptocurrency and the relationship between the two. And it was in 2018. Yeah, end of 2017, beginning of 2018, I ran across a company called PundiX out of Singapore. And what they are is they came out with a proof of concept. Matter of fact, I have it right here, which is a blockchain point of sales ecosystem. Okay. So imagine going to a store, and this is the first one that's ever been in America right here. This is the proof of concept model. All right. So imagine going into a store, coffee store, whatever your favorite store is. And when you get to the checkout counter, you have the ability, instead of using Visa and MasterCard or debit or credit card, you can have the option to, one, pay with cryptocurrency at the checkout counter. And while you're in the store, you can add on a purchase of crypto while you're in the store. That's what this technology does. So we went from a proof of concept in 2018, where this is just cash and crypto only, to now this. This does everything. This does Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover, Google Pay, Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, and also cryptocurrency. You have over 19 different cryptos that you have access to purchase from this machine or accept payments from customers. So if you own a real business and you're accepting payments in your business, our technology is fast as far as TPS is concerned. TPS stands for transactions per second. It's very efficient, and the rates for your regular payments for credit card beats Square, beats PayPal, and any other type of payment acceptance that you have. We have some very aggressive rates, and I work with one of the best companies in America for payments, and that's WorldPay. So WorldPay is the #1 payment processor here in the United States. So that's a little bit about the technology. I've since gone on to travel the world outside of Mali to different parts of the world, basically everywhere except I would say Latin America as a region, and Australia is another place I haven't been, but for the most part, I've been quite a few places. And what we do is we just simply educate businesses, business owners, governments, and people on the importance of cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. So that's kind of what we do. And I'm grateful to have Miss Dazzy as a member. She has her own machine. We're in the process of setting her up right now. She's been approved, and we just need to load the payment software on there, and she'll be ready to rock and roll. So that's sort of my spiel in a nutshell. I could roll out some slides and all of that stuff, but I just felt like it's better for me to just explain it and go from that level and take any questions at this point.
Okay, I'll get it started. So this can be used by any business?
Any business, yeah. Except cannabis.
Good. I'm glad I asked.
For now, I saw, this election here, you saw more states that
Right.
making it legal for, at least at the state level, for marijuana to be okay. It's only a matter of time, I would say, for cannabis to be something that you can process on a regular device. Now, that's just on the fiat side, meaning the cash side, like debit or credit card. Our system does not touch cash. It's totally separate. On the device, but totally separate.
Mm-hmm.
What's the retail price on that device?
The retail price is $550. But for my brothers and sisters here, it's $450. Knocking $100 off.
All right.
And so basically, just to reiterate, unfortunately, if you've already gone over it, to say that if you have a business, then it just allows you to accept all forms of payment, including crypto.
Yes, sir.
Being a
Yes, sir.
advantage. Okay.
Yeah. And one of the advantages of that, from an entrepreneurial spirit, it is very difficult. And I can probably ask Michael and Dazzy and Dennis, when you get above a certain price range, let's say $2,000 and up, it's very difficult to find how to buy Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, right? They want you to jump through all kind of hoops on exchanges. Whereas with these machines, these function just like a third-party ATM machine. All you do is you top up your account ahead of time, and you can load your account in minutes, not days. You know, put $2,000 on there. Somebody say, I want to buy 2,000. You can sell that 2,000 to them instantly and earn a commission. Okay. So that's the advantage of this system is instead of the exchange making all the commissions when somebody buys crypto, you as a business owner are offering that service in your business and it's giving you an additional revenue stream. You're not doing anything from a psychological, physiological level in your business. You're not doing anything different. Everybody's accepting payments one way or not another. It's even gotten easier now with Square and Cash App and Venmo and all PayPal Mobile and all of this stuff. So people are used to now psychologically using alternative forms of payment. It really doesn't matter as long as it settles in the amount that I need it to settle in. So with crypto, the good news about it is two things. Once you top up your device, you're topping it up in stablecoin. And when somebody pays you in a crypto, it converts to stablecoin because we want to always protect the merchant from price volatility, meaning Bitcoin goes up and down a lot. And if you're trying to run a business, it's almost impossible to do that with Bitcoin being a settlement payment in a system. You want to have a stable coin. So once you get enough of that stable coin in dollars, like $100, $300, whatever, you just pull it off the system. You can convert it to Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever, or you can send that to an exchange and cash it out for real dollars.
I hope y'all getting that.
Talking too fast or you don't know, because I don't want to assume that everybody understands off the first time hearing it. So
could you repeat that, Dan, what you just said? I'm sorry. I'm just trying to have it soak in.
Which part?
You said after you were talking about not using Bitcoin, but using a stable coin.
Yeah.
You said after that. I don't quite understand.
So do you understand what a stable coin is?
I was going to say, D, give it real quick. You want to break down the definition of fintech, stable coins, altcoins, stuff like that real quick?
Yeah, so fintech is just a short acronym for financial technology. And so within that, it's an industry. So in there, you have companies that are vying to be better and more efficient than the banking system, providing similar services as the banking system, but they are more efficient, faster, in a lot of ways cheaper than dealing with the banks. So that's what you call fintech. All right, with stable coins is nothing but a digital representation of a fiat currency. Since we live here in America, we'll use the dollar, right? So if let's say, you have $10 in cash, they have what is called stable coins in the form of DAI, which is made by MakerDAO. It's a peg to one to the dollar ratio. So, you know, if you have $10, you have 10 DAI. It's the same. And it spins the same. You also have USD Tether, which is another version of a stable coin. Again, 1 to the dollar. So that's what a stable coin does. The benefit of using a stable coin is it kind of absolves you from price fluctuations, right? You don't have to worry. You have that peace of mind that if I wanted to, there are people that say, you know, forget the banks. I want to control all my money, right? It gives the people the empowerment and the option to say, okay, if I want to hold $50,000, but I want to hold it in a stable coin instead of Bitcoin, I can hold that $50,000 and know that tomorrow, a year from now, a year after that, it will still be worth $50,000.
And that's no matter if the dollar drops or go up or whatever the case.
Correct. Is. Thus the word stable coin. Yeah. What was that last one, Mike?
I think I said altcoins, like, you know, just kind of people. Go ahead.
So after stablecoin is actually a altcoin, ALT, alternative coin, right? That's what altcoin stands for. So anything outside of Bitcoin, which is the original blockchain, which is the original cryptocurrency, anything that's like the Model T of Ford, right? It's the first one out the gate. It's the first car. Bitcoin is the first cryptocurrency. So all the other cryptos that are developed after Bitcoin is given a category or a status of an alternative currency. Yeah. With these alternative currencies, you'll find some very interesting projects that solve real world problems when it comes to technology and inefficiencies and say security, data security, data management, supply chain issues from, you know, being able to, let's say you have tea in Kenya, being able to track with this technology blockchain, where the tea came from, how it was harvested, what was the temperature of the tea when it was taken out, basically all the origin of it, when it goes to the customs agency, when it's loaded on the ship, it tracks it across the water to its destination, and it shows you exactly what's going on in all of those different occurrences. All of that information is being tracked on a blockchain. So there's companies that develop technology around it, and they create a token that supports their initiative to raise money and also to have participation of the community. So that's what I mean by solving real world issues with cryptocurrency. And we're starting to see a lot of that now where, you know, Dennis was around in 2017, Mike was around in 2017. We saw a lot of projects that talked about doing it, but really didn't have any legs, that really didn't do no development. And this go around, I feel as though the ecosystem is much more robust and much more legitimate than it was a few years ago, because you have real players now in this space that are working with household names like Google and Microsoft and Oracle and all these different companies that we've known in tech for a long time. So any other questions?
Yes, this is Lasagna. How is this different from BitPay? Because I've already signed up for BitPay to accept cryptocurrencies. So how is this different?
It is different from BitPay because although you're accepting payments from BitPay, which is not a bad thing. Thank you, first of all and foremost, for having the foresight to set your business up to accept cryptocurrencies. I thank you for doing that. The next level that is the ability for you as a business to have the function to sell crypto to your customer base, to your user base, so that you can generate an additional income, an additional revenue stream in your business. That's what separates us from BitPay.
Okay.
Not to mention the fees.
Right. Great question.
Absolutely.
Any other questions?
Yeah, so with this XPod, it's basically also like a wallet too, right?
Yes. So we have, because we live in America, and 90% of all transactions currently are done by Visa and MasterCard. Our physiological and psychological makeup when it comes to payment transactions, we're used to the cards, we're used to plastic, we're used to touching something to pay for something. We're not necessarily used to QR codes in our culture. Now that's prominent in Asia, but here at home, that's not really where we are right now. So Pundi created these cards called XPass cards that loads all the forms of crypto that's on the XPass machine. So if you are seeing people in person, this is a contactless card. All you do is tap it right here. You hold it right here, and you go through the cashier prompts on the machine, and it takes the payment or sends crypto to it based off of what the transaction is. So these are digital cards, and when you download the X Wallet, which is our mobile app, it creates, you register the card on the mobile app, it creates a digital representation of this card so that you always have a way to basically send the Bitcoin or cryptocurrency off of our platform into your own personal wallet.
Yo. Hey, how's everybody doing? I got in a little late, but you probably already went over this. But what are like the fees associated with the transaction?
Which fees are we talking about?
Well,
because you have the fees from the crypto side of the house, which you benefit from, and then you also have the fees from your regular credit card, debit card transactions. That's why I asked that question.
Okay, so the card, pardon my lateness, but so the card has multi-uses aside from just crypto. It has the other fiat uses as well.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Word. Okay. I'm gonna pause. I gotta run in here and grab this check right quick.
Okay.
That's all right.
So
this is Lasagna again. Is it just machine only, or do they have a app platform, or is it just strictly through the machine itself?
We have a mobile app.
Okay.
Called X Wallet by Pundi X. You can look it up in your device store, whichever one you have, Google or Apple.
XY what now?
X Wallet.
X Wallet.
Yes, by Pundi X.
Okay.
You can download that wallet.
I'll put you in the group too, Lasagna.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
So this device, it's mobile, it's always connected to a network, whether or not you're on Wi-Fi or anything like that, it doesn't matter.
Great question. So right now I'm at my house, so it's connected to my Wi-Fi here at my house. But if, let's say, which I'm going to be traveling to go near where Mike is next week for the first time, I'll be in Charlotte. So if anybody in that area, you're welcome to come. Mike has the information for for what we got going on. But to answer your question, you can tap into your hotspot from your mobile device and provide that Wi-Fi to the device, and it'll still work. And also, I believe, if I remember correctly, yeah, you see right here at the bottom, these two trays right here, those are SIM card trays. So you can put in a SIM card in there, and you'll be good to go.
How much
It
data
can be
is,
used international.
Say again?
It can be used international.
Yes.
Okay.
and roughly how much data is transmitted per transaction? Is it minimal?
Very.
Because I mean, if you're using a SIM card from a provider, AT&T, Verizon, or whatever cases, they have limited packages for data. So
All it is sending transactions. You're not streaming no videos. You're not doing any of that. So it'd be very minimal. Yeah.
and this may be a kind of silly question, I guess, but just something that popped up in my head. So if I accept money or Bitcoin from a customer, there are no transaction fees that I would have to pay for the customer being able to use my device, crypto or Bitcoin on my device.
On the side of the house, you control what the fee structure. So when somebody pays you in crypto, you are making a portion of a 1 to 2% fee charge. You're sharing that with the company. So you get the lion's share of that for accepting the payment, and we get a little bit of it. So if it's 1 to 2%, you'll get 55% of that 1 to 2%. For selling crypto, I recommend only here in California. It could be very much different where you live, but to just be competitive locally where I live, I charge 7% on a charge. I keep 55% of that on my own device, and same for you guys. You would keep 55% of that on your device. The company would take the rest. So on $100 transaction, you got a $7 fee. You're keeping $3.50 per transaction, which is great because you're getting the lion's share of the fees.
And you stated this costs $500, 400 because we're here.
450.
Oh, 450?
Yeah, 450 plus $20, and the $20 is for shipping. We use FedEx 2-day shipping.
And is that the $100 off you quoted earlier? Okay, gotcha. I think my wife would be way interested in that, in this device for her tax business for sure.
Excellent.
Quick question. She said that is a fee for the signing up through the services you're speaking of?
Say that again, sir?
I said, is that the fee for the signing up for the services that you're speaking of?
That's the fee to purchase this unit.
Oh, that's the hit right there. Ooh.
And that's the Quality X.
Ooh, that's the little mobile cha-ching ching, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh my greatness, that is so awesome.
Way better.
From the other day.
You got to pardon me because I'm in this facility getting this check, so I'm kind of in and out, but I still got y'all playing in my ears. You know what I mean? But I just happened to hear something that caught my attention. I was like, hold up, let me overstand what's being spoken of right quick. Yo.
Hey, you can send that check to my address. I'll give you my address.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, no. I gotta flip that. You know what I mean? I gotta flip that check. No. I'll hit you with that fee once I'm ready for that swiping on swiper. You know what I mean? It will be all good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So Bitcoin King. Hey,
I got a question. With this, oh, sorry.
You go ahead.
So with this machine, I hear people have like a lot of issues with like doing a product or service as far as like PayPal and them wanting to get their money back. I want to know could that happen with this system?
So you're talking about chargebacks?
Yeah, or they have like that 180-day rule or something talking about they wasn't satisfied and they have the option to get their money back after you've already provided them with a product or a service.
Right. And that's one of the things that pained me about using PayPal personally. I know as a business person, I've had that happen to me where they lock up your money for 3 months. Okay. The difference is you're dealing with a bank called WorldPay, which is merchant friendly, business owner friendly. So those laws and those protocols that PayPal has in place is to protect customers. Okay. The difference is WorldPay is here to protect the merchant. So they're going to fight merchants have to make sure if there's a chargeback issue, you got to prove it. And if you can't prove it, that money stays with the merchant.
Got you. I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Good question.
That was really good.
Now you stated that this device was the first in the United States.
Yeah. This one was. I'm the guy that actually bought this technology to the US.
Facts.
Thank you.
Are there any other devices out there that you're competing against now?
No. I mean, there's Clover, but Clover only, well, first of all, they're not set up to even offer cryptocurrency. So we're the first to market, which has a huge advantage. Unlike a lot of people that's running a business, I might as well go ahead and tell y'all. So I actually met with the Securities Exchange Commissioner and I showed them this technology. Okay. Earlier this year in January, I met Hester Pierce. You can look her up. It's just SEC, Securities Exchange Commission, Hester Pierce. I met that woman. We sat down for 30 minutes. I sit on a board called the Faster Payments Council. And on that board, you have companies that we all know like Walmart, Target, JP Morgan Chase, BNY Mellon, Microsoft, Google are all a part of the Faster Payments Council. And the Faster Payments Council is sponsored by the Federal Reserve. So our role as a council is to figure out how to make settlement of payment faster in America. And so they invited me this year to be a part of that council. And there's some benefits. You know, you get to rub elbows with all of these people and see how you can implement your technology in the grand scheme of what they're doing to make payments faster here in the US. So we're in touch with the right people to really push strongly in America this technology. So I do this. I wanted to also come to my people first, meaning people that look like me, to give us an opportunity to own a stake in something like this that will last a long time. Because once you set up this payment network and people are transacting on a network on an everyday basis, all you're doing is collecting passive residual income for doing one-time heavy lift. And that's how I see it. That's why, Mike, y'all see me running so hard on Facebook and all over the place, because I know for a fact that cryptocurrency is going to take hold here in America. And so this year alone, Brian Brooks, which is the head of the Office of the Comptroller, the Office of the Comptroller sets the laws for the banking community and banks, both banks and credit unions, okay? He wrote a letter in the summertime, I think it was either June or July, saying that the Office of the Comptroller authorizes all banks to accept cryptocurrency. That's the first time in American history that has ever happened in this country.
You might need to repeat that, D.
So Brian Brooks, he is the head. I need to add this to it. Brian Brooks used to work for Coinbase as their general counsel attorney here in San Francisco. I live in California. Counsel attorney in San Francisco at Coinbase headquarters in downtown San Francisco. Brian Brooks was at Coinbase for many years. This year, the beginning of this year, he left Coinbase and went to work for the federal government as part of the Office of the Comptroller. But when he got there, the gentleman that was heading up the department left, and so they appointed him as the head chief operating officer for the Office of the Comptroller. The Office of the Comptroller defines and regulates the laws around what a bank is in America. They literally describe what a bank is from a legal perspective. He wrote a letter on the behalf of the Office of the Comptroller saying that all banks in America has the right and the authorization and authority to accept cryptocurrency at the bank.
When did that happen?
In June.
That's huge.
Huge.
Okay, I got a quick question about the device. Now, we've heard a lot of good things about it. Is there any drawbacks or disadvantages to using this?
That's a great question. I would the only thing that would be of concern is a couple things. One, you have to have a legitimate business, right? You cannot have super bad credit where you have chargebacks and write-offs on your credit. So if you don't have those things, we can get you approved for a merchant account. So that's really the negative.
That sucks.
So that means if my credit is pretty shabby, then I wouldn't be qualified for one of those swiping machines.
Yeah, not for credit card processing.
Wait a minute. So credit card processing as opposed to cryptocurrency processing.
Both happen on the same machine.
Oh, okay. Well, you said credit card processing, so I need to be specific. You feel me?
So let me show you. This is the credit card house. You see debit and credit card.
Mm-hmm.
So you're able to process Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover. And then on this side, you have your cryptocurrencies that you also have. So there are two separate apps and two separate systems, but on the same device.
And so, but through both separate systems, you are setting up a merchant account, one merchant account.
One merchant, yeah.
Oh man, that's a slap in the face. Yeah, all right. That's okay though. I'm gonna get that right. Don't even trip. We're gonna get that out.
So I have a question. Can you like elaborate as far as the qualifications on the crypto end and then the Visa end?
Please.
That's what I was trying. That's what he's asking.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to clear up too.
And a utility bill that matches the address that you put in.
Might need to mute that.
Yeah, we need to mute that background.
Okay. So on the crypto side, all you need is your ID and a matching utility bill. Utility bill literally means bank statement, Netflix bill, cell phone bill, any type of bill that associates your name and address that matches. That's the KYC part for PoonDX right now. That's all you need. On the merchant side, they check to make sure that you have a registered business. Okay, legitimate business, a decent credit score, preferably 650 and above will be ideal. Okay, 650 and above, and you have a business bank account.
Okay, what about a credit union DBA? Would that work?
Yep.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be a regular bank. You can, as long as it has an FDIC bank, it could be a credit union, it could be Bank of America, Chase, it could be Teachers Credit Union, doesn't matter.
And DBA is doing business as?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, MC, MD, we're gonna have to chit chat about that.
Yes, sir. You tap in when we get off.
I have a question. So is it possible to use one side without the other side?
Excellent question.
You can, but the problem is, again, I said before, we live in America. 90% of all transactions in America are Visa and MasterCard.
Oh, that's okay though. We doing the education to shift consciousness and function to that crypto side. But we navigating Visa and MasterCard. I feel you.
Yeah, I would love that. I think the more and more people get used to and accustomed seeing cryptocurrency used in a retail environment, we can definitely get closer to that being a standard of payment here in America for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I was with you most of the way until you said that damn credit score. I'm like, oh, my feathers is ruffled. Damn it! I had everything but that damn credit score.
So even if my business establishment is not a sole proprietorship but a LLC,
yeah,
even that is still they're still looking at my personal Sidney John Timberlake credit score as opposed to okay, yeah, I know that. All right, that's okay. Ain't nothing but a hurdle.
What I would say is too, I would get away from being a DBA, because you can file to be a LLC in a state like Wyoming, and they only charge like $55 to set up a LLC.
Yeah, I thought about Wyoming not too long ago. I'm glad you brought that back up.
Yeah. So the benefit of having a corporation is, with everything that you're doing in your life and your business, instead of you being responsible from a tax perspective for everything, you can float that through your business and get all of those things, travel, meals, any type of meeting that you have, if there's any cost, all of those things that you're doing to drive your business is tax deductible, and it's a write-off.
Right, most definitely. Everything.
Write everything off.
So where'd you say we could get an LLC for like the Lolo?
Wyoming. And you can do it. You can do it online. You don't even have to go there. You can just register as a corporation on Wyoming's website. Just look up the create a corporation in Wyoming, and it'll print state website.
You telling me I can have an LLC registered in another state even though I live in Alaska?
Yes.
I was about to confirm that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Pardon me. This a lot of this stuff be translating to the streets where I came from. You know what I mean? So it just be sounding real crazy hearing that a lot of these business moves and these quote professional moves of finance and conduct sound like the streets.
Well, it's a legal street game.
Right.
I see. It's becoming way more clear. I got my Stevie Wonders on. I see.
2020 vision, baby.
Yeah. So, I mean, those are the type of things that, we're not necessarily privy to in our upbringing, but it's true. You can do that. I've done it. I'm here to tell you I've done it.
Oh yeah, I'm opening mine up probably this weekend. Shoot, I already got my LLC in mind and what I'm doing. Oh Lord, have mercy. BCC King, you the man.
Now, second part of that, when you open up where you're not registered, that meaning you're not living there, is you have to hire what do they call it?
Like a liaison or some shit?
A broker or whatever, and you pay like $20 a year, and they give you an address in that state.
Right.
Registered agent. That's the name.
Yeah.
They give you an address in that state so you can file it with the state, and you just give all of that information to the bank. They open up your bank account. You in business.
Oh, this sounds illy manilly for really.
Can we get that link?
You just gotta search Wyoming LLC.
What was that called again?
registration.
Registered agent.
Okay, thank you.
Daz, I know you, sister. I know you probably writing down everything.
That's real quiet. So you know she probably looking it up like CSI right now.
She writing it down. She writing it all down right now.
I'm over here Googling, leaving me. Go researching.
And look, you
I
know
ain't
she
even
gonna
met
post
this
in the
lady, and I
chat.
already know.
She gonna post in the group all the links and everything. Like boom, 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 boom. There it is.
Yeah. So that's how you overcome a lot of things. And in the meantime, Mike, you still doing credit repair?
No, I had to fall back off that, but I got some people that I'm working with on that end.
Well, it ain't all hope is not lost, G-Shock.
Yeah, no, look, that's what I was gonna tell her. Look,
Mike
G,
the Giant, I need you, man.
you already know I got you. That's what I was gonna tell you. I got you on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get at you, MD. I'm gonna get at you, MD.
All is when you're cooking a gumbo, it's many meats in that gumbo. You just got to pick one you're gonna roll with right now.
For sure, for sure.
So,
I have a question. Let's
Yes.
just say I have a business partner in regards to my business. They need both of our information in regards to credit and all that, or just one of our.
Both. It depends. Well, it depends. I would say both initially, but there may be an exception if there's one that owns more than of the business than the other.
Right, I would think is that if you operate in a sole proprietorship where your name is just on it, but your business partner is like your homie who rock with you on it and not on the paper, that's a different story. But if they on the paperwork, then I would think that because they name on the paperwork just like yours is, both of y'all's names would have to be, on that same level of credibility.
Yep, you got it.
Okay, got you. Thank you.
So Bitcoin King, can you tell me again, go over the residual income from the device? How is it residual?
So you can set the fee. I would say the minimum would be 7%.
Oh, okay. That's the residual you were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and that's on crypto sales, meaning somebody is either swiping a card or giving you cash in exchange for cryptocurrency from the device. So in that transaction, let's say it's at 7%. Let's say somebody bought $100 from you. You swipe the card, it cleared, you have the $100 deposit in your bank account, or they gave you $100 cash. You deliver the crypto to them minus a 7% fee. Of that 7% fee, we're splitting a $7? You get $3.50 of that $7, which is 55. Which is 57%.
Who am I splitting that with?
You and the company PundiX.
Oh, okay, Roger that. They got to make their bread too. I got you. Okay.
Dreams want to know where that cut going to.
You feel me? Hey, you feel me? We need to know.
So basically, you're just taking whatever Bitcoin PundiX has. How do we have Bitcoin to where people can buy from us?
You're loading the device with stablecoin, like an ATM machine. You have to like an ATM machine. You have to put cash into the ATM machine before you can actually use it and collect a fee off of every transaction.
Is there a minimum amount that you guys recommend to start with?
$200.
That's dope. Having a mobile ATM, like what? Oh man, you like the man on the block.
Like I was saying, I got everything but that credit. So you wouldn't suggest to get it now because I wouldn't be able to use it. But I don't want to miss this deal for real. Like,
what's your credit score? Well,
yeah, I mean, I because I ain't even got shit for real. Mine like 520 something.
Mine's
like
mine like in the 5 too.
I don't have any credit cards. I don't have any bankruptcies. Nothing. It's just like hospital bills and shit, stuff like that.
Facts. Me too. Lord,
you can, especially if those hospital bills are old, you can dispute that. I'm sure Michael can attest. They can easily get that wiped off your credit.
Yeah, I can get.
Oh
I got.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
for
need
sure.
that. I got a hospital bill that's like, man, from this gunshot. That shit like 20 plus years old.
Oh yeah, that's done for.
So what I would say, G Shots, is I'm not going anywhere.
I hope not.
Me too.
Yeah.
Give me a chance to get my credit going.
Let's
Hey, man,
Yeah.
I just gotta fix that credit for real.
let's work with Michael to get your credit above 650.
Okay.
You ready?
I
Word.
love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Even outside of this, I love that.
I'm gonna touch
Yeah.
base too, Michael. I'm gonna holler at you too.
I got you, Doc.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
already know.
So how does one sign up? Like, where do you have to go to even start the process?
So Dazzy, you working with Dazzy and myself, and we can get you going whenever you're ready.
Oh yeah, you know
Okay.
Dad's gonna drop the link. Dad's like a point guard on the court. She dropping dimes like
This
crazy.
is not like a link situation. This is a sit down
Yeah.
situation. It's not
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, okay. Well, however it goes, we can sit down and chitty chat.
We got you.
But yeah, I mean, literally the optics around this. I'll give you guys another number I found out just today. Cash App, Square. Third quarter of this year, 88% of their revenue as a business came from selling Bitcoin.
Damn.
You
Hold on.
serious?
Hold on.
One more time. Repeat, please.
Whoa. 88% of their third quarter income came from selling Bitcoin?
80% of
80.
Square's revenue for the third quarter of this year that came from selling Bitcoin.
Oh, only the third fiscal quarter. Oh my goodness.
So basically, go ahead.
News jumped 1,100%.
Just from the Bitcoin transactions.
Yes.
You know what? They got a whole bunch from me too.
Me too.
They probably got a whole coin out of me.
Imagine you being a Cash App.
That part.
And then not only that, you're creating situations where you're creating meetups and you're showing people locally where you live and
that part
about cryptocurrency. And while you're creating these meetups, you're selling crypto to your local community at these meetups. They're buying machines from you. It's a whole business by itself.
Don't make me do it.
I was gonna factor on that. Could you explain about you can sell the devices at a different price versus what everyone is getting here?
Great question. Yeah, so normally they retail for $5. But we sell them to you for $4.50. If you're going to resell the devices, then we'll work out a different price for you after your first purchase. Okay, so that's how we would set it up. After your first purchase of $4.50, we would just drop it down to $400, and then you can sell it for $450 or $550 to the end user.
And you can buy one machine now, right?
Yeah, there's no stock requirement, just one machine.
All right.
So, damn, hold on. Man, that question got to come back. Oh, boom. So granted, I have a machine for in-person transactions, but through the setup measures of the machine, can I conduct transactions digitally outside of just having someone swipe in front of me?
Yes, I went over that earlier. You can.
Yeah, my bad. I was late.
Good.
We got a recording.
The X Wallet, we have also a part of the X Wallet that has a QR code, and the device reads QR codes no matter if you're in person or you're on a Zoom or somebody send you a text message or a telegram with a QR code. As long as you can scan that QR code, you can accept payment. and sell.
Is a QR code? That's the little white square with the black checker marks on it and shit.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
That's all right. We're gonna learn them, brother, because they kick my butt too.
Oh man, it's crazy, yo. Because my mind is just turning right now with what I'm, actively creating for my wealth, and
Right.
these little tidbits and resources is just like exploding. That. What's up, Dennis?
Yo, what's up? What's up?
I see somebody.
Man.
The Tim Cottrell, what's going on, buddy? You might not be on, but I see you down there.
I was just gonna say, for those that don't know, y'all probably heard me talk about this coin a few times before, but this is that NPXS token. So hearing all what you didn't heard tonight, keep that in mind while making your investments in the project.
Why you say that, brother? I'm going to bring up a screen here and give people a bird's eye view of what you're talking about there.
That's 100, Keith.
So go ahead and do that. I want you to pay close attention to the screen. Y'all see this?
Oh, my bad, y'all. I was unmuted.
Yes, sir. I see it.
All right. So currently NPXS is under a penny. So $1 gets you 5,860 coins. $100 gets you 500,000 coins. $1,000 gets you 5 million coins.
Damn, I need that.
Damn. Jump in while it's at the bottom of the flow now.
Because when it takes off like a rocket, boy, woo-hoo-wee.
And you don't even have to rush in. You can piece in, but this is a coin that you think about long term. And when you just really, think about what this is going to do, and even when it's going to take off, it's going to be a mass adoption happen. How powerful it's going to be when more and more people start to understand the power of crypto. And right now, you still get a shot at this token for under a penny. So you don't even got to just dive in right now, but just getting invested and to keep on piecing your way in, you're going to think yourself in the long run that I'm glad I kept on adding to my pony wallet. You know what I mean?
Right.
So BTC King, with this device and you guys working with the federal government, this should be taken off, right? I mean, like you said, it's an investment. Like Dennis was saying, it's a great investment. So, but I see a lot of profits coming from it. Maybe quicker than what Dennis was saying.
We got to give him a second. He just clicked off. He's gonna click back in.
Yeah, I think that what you are posing in your question is very much in the making, just because of the energy of the economic shift that is occurring, that we're bearing witness to every day, with the change from the trust that people having in the current fiat system and moving more into the user-friendly and more security of the cryptocurrency system. You feel me?
Yep.
And the more that, we do our part to, educate people and spread the high benefits and elements of security of cryptocurrency and show and prove it through our applications and demonstrative applications and so forth, is what's going to help, propel that shift. You feel me?
Yeah. So,
yeah, but there's a lot of stupid people out there that don't want to hear it yet and don't. They're just stuck in the old system.
Oh yeah,
and it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
It's like you're talking to rocks when you talk to them.
Yeah, but see, that's where I said, a lot of people in the world, and we can all attest to that, who's on this call, is that people are show me people. You feel me? People are show me people. They want to see it. You feel me? And so the more we let those words become flesh or become action, and we show and prove it, the more that the seeing is believing. You know what I mean? Or seeing is knowing, hearing is believing it. But seeing is knowing. You feel me? And that's what's gonna really bring the abundance of fruition to this shift, is the fact that the more it's in their face, the more it's shown, the more it's demonstrative, you know what I'm saying? The more it's gonna be an encouraging effect for others to see that change.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the trust that the old systems are outdated and they haven't been serving us well, especially when I learned that them motherfuckers was creating money out of nothing. You feel me? They was creating money out of nothing back in the early 1900s. So I'm like, well,
They're still doing that. They're still doing
oh
that by
yeah,
the tune of trillions of data to prop up these banks and these corporations, zombie corporations, who without the bailouts and whatnot, they will go out of business. All like tomorrow.
right. If anybody on this call have not watched that economic machine video I posted in Discord, please watch it, because it's adding on to what we're doing. It very much illustrates the current measures with this pandemic of COVID and all that crap. It very much illustrates it through the principles of what it was sharing. And then it really supports what we're doing as cryptopreneurs. It really supports us and others who are in this realm of cryptocurrency and the we want to say the push or the shift that is happening. That's a fact. It is happening. It ain't something so much that, you know, it's got to be so emphasized or whatnot. It's something that is happening. You feel me? We just doing our part to fuel that fire of that change. You know what I mean? And like Dennis emphasizes a lot, that in the long run, you know what I mean? Just like in the debt cycle, you have the short-term debt cycle and you have the long-term debt cycle. So in the long run of this shift, there's the short-term cause and effects of the shift, and there's the in the long run cause and effects of the shift that we as cryptopreneurs are taking part in now, and that others will have to, you know, well, they won't have to accept it, but I mean, hey, it's the inevitability.
Well, like I said, people are going to be wanting to look for easier ways to buy cryptocurrency. That's a fact. And, you know, with crypto going slated to go from where it is to $50,000 to $100,000 for Bitcoin.
Oh, facts. I've been calling that out, that it was going to hit 20 G's, and that motherfucker in the last 2 weeks went from 10 to over 15.
Yeah. So from where it is now to 50 to 100,000 between now and the year 2023, that's a lot of dough to eat right there. And people,
like, you could just Google
cryptocurrency, and we got the solution. Literally have the solution.
Man, I'm super excited. You know what oh man, this ain't off the topic because it's very relevant to cryptocurrency. But if you haven't looked up the Bill Gates patent 060606, and I read through the description of that patent this morning at 3-something a.m. I read the whole description tab of that Bill Gates patent 060606, and all he did was copy the formula and structure of the blockchain for cryptocurrency and how its processes and functions of transaction operation go. All he did was copy that and create what's called a cryptocurrency reward system based on body activity data, and formulate that as a way for, quote, suppose people to earn cryptocurrency through body activity data, which, from what the Most High was telling me when I read that, was nothing but a means of you registering your biological processes by virtue of what they say in that patent into the cloud and the internet. But check that out. Patent, Bill Gates patent 060606.
Appreciate that, bro.
I got my ethers turned up over here, man. I ain't trying to be disrespectful being in the church facility because I referee basketball for this facility and so forth. But yeah.
Do we have any questions?
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, we good. All right, so yeah, I don't know.
So we have any other questions? If not, I want to say, what's up, Tim?
Hey, what's going on, brother Duncan? How you doing, man?
Big brother, how you doing?
Hey, now you the big brother. I'm just trying to get like you, my guy.
Thank you, man.
BTC King World.
Thank you,
Hey,
man.
BTC King's doing things. I'm telling you, been rocking with him for a minute, and I got a device.
Say, what's again now?
Huh?
Got a device? You say?
I got it. I got a device, brother. You know I do.
I was just saying.
I got it. Go ahead. Huh?
I was just edifying you. That's all.
Hey, first movers advantage, baby. First movers advantage.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
No problem.
I just thought about something as far as a question. It stemmed back to earlier what we were discussing. So just say you're not on any network at the time. Can you accept the transaction once you get connected to a network, then have the transaction automatically take off, or you have to have that data connection right away?
Yeah, you have to have that data connection. Unless you're living in the country somewhere, you can find Wi-Fi. Yeah, I mean, you can pull up on a Starbucks or wherever and get internet connection these days, so that won't be an issue.
I don't know. I'm on the world's slowest network, so.
Which network is that?
Metro PCS.
And
I had Metro, but I didn't have no issues with my Metro. It was pretty fast.
Yeah. I second that. I had it too, and it was pretty okay. So,
well, now that I done moved in here to these mountains, my shit kind of spotty.
Yeah, because that's the only reason I got it. Somebody told me, like, yo, man, you need to come to Metro. That thing, you ain't got to worry about slowing down at the end of the month and all that. And I never had that problem.
Yeah, Metro don't work good in Colorado at all. Yeah. You're going to have to get you some boost going over there.
I don't know about that one either.
I had to leave them alone.
That ain't going to work out here either, because they on AT&T's network. And out here in Colorado,
Y'all got to get the People's Network, Verizon, man.
Can you hear me now?
Charge too much.
I agree. Verizon either. I have T-Mobile. I like T-Mobile because when I travel all over the world, I don't have to pay for no service. I can just tap into the local network. But anyway, Miss Dazzy, Mr. Mike, Mr. Dennis, I thank you guys for inviting me here. If all hearts and minds are clear, I'm good.
Thank you for coming. I believe we are good. I think everybody got their questions answered. Any more questions?
Definitely appreciate you, investing your time with us and educating us on how we could win. Just win some more, giving us the cheat code for real. I really appreciate you taking it out your schedule for us.
Heck yeah.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. My wife is going to be in touch, I'm sure.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I didn't sit in the seat where I sit, so I remember where I came from. That's why it's always a pleasure to share this.
Yeah, and be on standby because I'm gonna hit you soon as this 650 hit.
That's true.
You laughing? I'm so serious.